Hey guys, welcome to Galaxy Sparkles, where I turn imagination into reality. Thank you for tuning in and giving me a few minutes of your time. Leave a comment below and let me know how my craftsmanship has came along. Also like and share this video. And if you'd like to watch my progression as a one-stop shop, subscribe and let us take the journey together. Galaxy Sparkles. All right, guys, we are going through the daily routine of fill it up before we run out. We do not want to run out during the middle of the solder joint. So I just make it my daily ritual to fill this bad boy up every day. All right. And I keep backup, guys. I always keep backup. Always a plan B, just in case plan A don't work. Then there's a plan C in case plan B or A don't work. And then you just wing it from there, guys. Plan A, plan B, plan C fail, wing it. All right, y'all hang tight. All right, guys. I have got my material all pickled up, and I am beginning the process of making some sort of gizmo. I don't even know what I'm going to make yet. I'm just kind of putting some pieces together, and we're going to form some sort of ring and see how this thing works out. All right, guys, we have MacGyvered some stuff up here. All right, guys, we done a little audible in the middle of the process here. We have actually going to go ahead and solder this portion up so I can make it more uniform and kind of manipulate it the way I want to. The clay idea just is not working the way I thought it was going to work at this time. I'm going to have to do a little more on that little thing. So let's just do an audible, eliminate the plaster for today, and let's just kind of build what we can build right here. So you guys hang tight. Let's solder this bad boy up together. We'll solder it up together. Here we go. I opted out of using the charcoal block today because I was wanting everything kind of nice and uniform. This plate is actually very flat, where my charcoal block from all the heat has got an indentation right in the middle, and I was going to try to avoid any cattywampus going on because of a crooked block. So we got this nice flat surface we're working off of, and let's see if it's just as hot. Boy, I can already feel the heat coming off. I'm gonna have to get my meat protector on, guys. Y'all hang tight just one sec. Grab me a longer piece of solder too, so I don't have to pull back and reset in the middle of this. Once we get this heated up to temperature to take solder, I don't want to have to reset. So let's see if we can make this solder set in there without moving anything. Like that, without doing that. Oh, without doing that. Try to suck that solder back this way and make sure I hit that joint right there. I think I got it, guys. Let that sit and cool for a minute so it'll set up before I pick it up. I don't want to lose what I got there. All right. Let's quench it, pickle it, rinse it, see what we got happening here. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, I got my strip here, my 2 strips of wire that I'm actually going to use for my band. So I'm just going to take the hammer to them, flatten them out. We'll get us an overall measurement of approximately 63 millimeters from end to end. we'll wrap it around the mandrel and see what we have manufactured today. Now this is a very simple design. It's very simple. It's no kind of, it's very easy, beginner friendly type of ring. And I'm just looking to gain some nice XP points today, guys, and make a little content. And I hope y'all enjoy it, but there's nothing fancy about this design. Nothing hard about it. It should go very simple. And maybe tomorrow we'll do something a little more difficult. But for today, this is what I've came up with. This is what we're going to do. I had a different idea at the very beginning. I was going to do some sculpting with the clay and the plaster over there, but it just didn't work out. It just wasn't working the way I wanted it to work. So we did an audible right in the middle of the process. If plan A don't work, go to plan B. When plan B fails, you go to plan C. If you ain't got a plan C or plan C fails, it's time to wing it, boys. Just make it happen. Whatever you do, just keep on getting up, keep on pushing through, and go through them damn hurdles of life, guys. All right, here we go. Let's go in here and build us a ring. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we're going to do another audible in the middle of the process. I see a thing that we can make a little bit better, so that's what we're going to attempt to do. Just make this ring a little bit better. Them pieces I had were just quite not wide enough for what I was wanting to do, for the idea I had come up with. So I'm going to take this bigger gauge wire, and we're going to flatten it smooth. We're going to split it like one of them split tail birds. I forget what you call it right offhand. One of them split tails. We're going to split it, and we're going to run it right up there and make it real nice and uniform, so that if there were stones in the two round ones and the one in the middle, the light could absorb it, go through it, and shine pretty for you guys. So anyway, let's cut this up and get it through the flattener and see what happens. Here we go, guys. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we got that cut finally. We're just doing half turns. I'm running it through the mill. I'm giving the knob up here just a half a turn. Running it through again. We're about to have to go in there and anneal it so it don't get too crazy. I'm going to run it through one more time. We're going to go anneal it, and then we'll come back out here and finish it up and get it to the thickness we desire. And we'll begin this process of making the ring like we was going to do before. So y'all hang tight. We'll see y'all in a minute. Scissor tail. That's what the name of that bird is, a scissor tail. We're going to cut it right up the middle, boys, just like a scissor tail. We're going to spread it out, make it real nice and good looking, so the light is able and allows to go through if there were stones, and just shine bright, boys. We're going to shine it bright. So y'all hang tight. Here we go. All right, guys, this strip of metal is 1.4 mils thick. So that's a fairly nice thickness of a ring, I would think. So that's what we're going to go with. I'm going to saw this in half. We're going to attach it to the other side. I'm going to try to make this as straight as possible. This is where a vise in the very near future is going to be very handy for me, so things don't move around on me. Nice, slow, smooth, gentle strokes, fellas and ladies. All right. Now for the interesting part. See if we can scissor tail this thing without... This is really where a vise would come in handy, because I could hold it right there and just slice it right down the middle, but this is going to be kind of a challenging little process, but we're going to make it happen anyway. So here we go. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, I'm even attempting... This is 5.9 millimeters wide. So we're going 2.9 millimeters to split it in half. And I'm really going to attempt to do this very professional-like with the highest quality craftsman possible. So I'm I got me a line there to follow. So let's see just how good of a saw professional I am these days. See what kind of professional saw, jeweler saw I am. See what kind of professional, some kind of professional jeweler I am these days. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can saw that bad boy up, guys. Y'all, here we go. Let's do it. Lube up this saw real. I don't want any excuses, so we're gonna lube it up. No excuses. Lube him up. Buckle him down. And split its tail. Here we go. Oh boy, this boy becoming a professional quick. Look at that, huh? Oh, trying to get off the line. Oh, that lip smacking and sitting there getting a little crooked. Not too bad though. Running that lip a little too much, shooting from the hip. All right, here we go. A little bit more. All right, guys, I am going to attempt to lay some solder on my split tail. Back off the heat, come over here and get my piece hot, reheat that, and try to attach it all in one time. I'm going to get a little practice here just to see if I'm going to have the capabilities. Reheat it and set it on there and back away from it. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm going to foul up bad. Let me figure something else out. We're going to do a little audible. We're going to change game plan. Plan B. Here we go. All right, guys. This is what I have manipulated and came up with. It looks like a little like whodunit. Little split tail. Everything's quite not even. This ring has definitely turned into something a little bit greater than I expected. I thought this was going to be a fairly simple project, but it's still fairly simple. It's just things aren't quite aligning, and one of the reasons is I used two different bezel sizes there, and it's thrown it off a little bit. That's one reason. Not making excuses. It's just facts. But we got it lined up the best we can, I think. I'm going to look at it one more time before I solder it up. And we'll solder this thing up together. Let me take a peek at it one more time and we'll solder this thing up together, guys. Here we go. Hang tight. Alright, guys, we got it put back together here. I got a piece of solder sitting right there where it came undone, so I'm going to have to solder that up. I'm going to just try to lay that piece on there and see if it won't suck in there real nicely. And as soon as I see it suck up, I'm going to hit the two scissor tails. I'm gonna hit the two scissor tails there after I see that piece melt, and hopefully this thing will stay together this time. So let's see what happens, guys. Here we go. Okay, starting to act a little wild there. All right, let's see if we can get that in there. Here we go. Yeah. Boom. And boom. Alright, guys, we got it that time. Let's let that set up so we don't lose what we got, and we'll start shaping this around the mandrel. Get it cut to size and make one more solder joint. Clean it up and do final grade. Alright, guys, here we go. Let's quench it, pickle it, rinse it, shape it, cut it, solder it, clean it up, and I'll see y'all in just a minute. Here we go. Y'all hang tight, guys. All right, guys. I went to shape it, and the solder joint just wasn't good enough on that ring right there. So I'm really glad it came apart anyway on the little circle, because it was cattywampus. It was opposite of the other one, however that worked out. But I built a bonfire. We stacked some wood like a bonfire on top of it this time with that solder. So hopefully we get enough solder on it this time and be a nice solid joint. So here we go. Let's start this bonfire. Here we go, guys. Y'all hang tight. Here we go. All right, guys, that looks pretty good. Looks like it took real nice. We're gonna quench it, pickle it, and try to form it one more time. When at first you don't succeed, we try again. We're gonna go through the hurdle. We've had some adversity with this ring, but we are facing adversity and overcoming. That's what we do around here at Galaxy Sparkles. And in the end, all these are gonna sparkle real nice and pretty. We're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna face this adversity. We're gonna overcome, and we're gonna improve that craftsmanship, improve that quality to A+. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. Here we go, guys. We're training them hands, training that mind. Here we go. Let's put it all together. Train the hands, train the mind, put it together, and lay it down. That's what we're doing. All right, guys, I'm gonna quit shooting from the hip, running that lip. We're gonna quench it and pickle it. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we're still facing a little adversity here. See if we can get a nice solder joint on this thing. Every time I go to shape it, it's falling apart. So I may have to come up with a different solution if it fails this time, because this is the third time. ABC. When all else fails, wing it, right? Okay, let's see what happens here. Alright, guys, I am going to attempt to get this around this mandrel. I have had one joint came loose. We're going to definitely have to resolder that one joint over there, but I'm trying to get it wrapped around this mandrel, so maybe all the hard work's done. Looks like we're going to survive this time, guys. I got that one little joint I need to make up without jeopardizing the entire ring again, so I think we're going to survive it this time. All right, guys, let me get this sawed off, shaped on around that mandrel. We'll make hopefully one more little solder joint right there, clean that up, and see what we ended up with. So here we go. All right, guys, we are really facing a lot of adversity on this one. The thing has came apart on me yet again. So we're going to try to reattach it again. So this is plan D. We sure could have punted it any time, but we're gonna continue on. We're gonna finish this spring. It's gonna look like whodunit when it gets done, but at least it's gonna get done. We're gonna cross that finish line today, guys. It's my birthday. We're gonna cross the finish line. All right, let's get this thing done. Here we go. All right, let's quench it again. Let's try again. Here we go. All right, guys, we have done an audible, a serious audible, boys. We have done some serious stuff here. This ring has completely failed, but being the person I am, Very hard for a guy like me to quit. So we're going to salvage this. We're going to make a ring out of this thing. It's going to fit on my finger for the end of the day. So I don't know what it's going to look like, but we're doing all the salvaging we can. So y'all hang tight just a minute and let's see what we wound up with there after everything keeps falling apart. All right, guys, y'all hang tight. All right, guys, there is our final ring. We faced adversity today. We definitely didn't get any split tail on my birthday. The split tail just fell apart, just kept falling apart. I tried 5 or 6 different times. I kept trying, facing adversity, trying to overcome adversity. But we continued on. We salvaged what we could. We did create a ring. It does fit my finger. It's just not what we intended. We tried plan A, plan B, plan C, almost went to winging it, tried D and E, and then guys, after that, we just winged it. I was going to cross that finish line. It was my birthday. We're going to definitely cross the finish line. We're going to do some creating today, and that's what I've done. And I don't know what we're going to call this ring. We're going to call this the adversity ring, because that is exactly what happened today. We faced adversity, and we overcame. We crossed the finish line. And if you will take life the same way, we can all overcome everything we face, guys. Just keep grinding, keep your head down, and keep going. Get through that finish line. Just go through them hurdles. Don't go around the hurdles. Just go through the hurdles. Salvage what you can of your life and keep going. Keep grinding, guys. Anyway, that's what we got today. I'm going to grade this ring an F. It's a complete failure today. But we did cross the finish line and did a little creating. So if y'all don't mind, y'all grade it in the comments. I'll take all the F's I can get. Because tomorrow, we're going to wake up a better version of ourselves, better craftsman, better quality, and we're going to try again. So guys, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And like always, I'm going to leave you with a huge energy ball. I'm going to give you a huge energy ball today, guys. Full of energy, full of joy, full of love, and full of connectedness. Coming at you. All right, catch that if you can. I built that one up big, guys. Catch that one if you can. Coming at you. We'll see y'all tomorrow.